Here we go.
Football Power Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Football Power Hour. This is the Tuesday show. My goodness, we're on a roll right now. And you know what? Man United seems like it's on a roll too. We have to talk about how we're moving in the transfer window because when you think about it, the countdown is on. Today marks, 3 days left until the Premier League starts, until the first game of the Premier League. So I cannot wait. The excitement is just too much for me to bear right now. But also the other thing is we're not really ready. We're not ready. We've been moving good, but we can do better. I think today's discussion is going to be really interesting because, we've got the boy, Nice the Kid, all the way from Botswana. He's joining us. And my name is Botswanapapi. It's the Football Power Hour. When we come back, we will be sitting down and having this conversation about what's going on in the transfer right now. Man United needs to raise some funds to get some more players in. There's also a new kit, the third kit that came out. Let's talk about all that. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so. My name is botswanapapi.
Bruno Fernandez. Just waiting on the back post. Surely he'll be found. And scores first Premier League goal at Old Trafford.
So, what's good, Nice the Kid? What's good, broski?
Nothing is good right now, bro. Nothing is good.
Oh no, you sound grumpy. Why? What's going on?
I'm just I'm not impressed with some of these signings I'm seeing so far from our boys. So I want to talk about that, but let's talk about that. I want to hear from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look at it. First of all, we started with Mason Mount real early. Ten Hag's top priority first target we went for was Mason Mount.
Yeah.
And then how did that feel? How did that go for you? How did you? Were you overwhelmed, or underwhelmed?
I think I was just whelmed, bro. I wasn't overwhelmed. I wouldn't say I was underwhelmed, but I'm trying to see. I don't yet see the quality added as of yet, but
Okay.
at least with most of
you want quality. We went and got Onana. Then what are you saying about that?
That's the guy I want to talk about.
Okay.
I don't really have it. But now with Mount, I'm okay with Mount because I know enough about him for me to know whether or not I'll be okay with him. I've seen enough of him to know that at his best, I think he can add value to the squad. I don't know where he is mentally in his career. You know what I'm saying? But I know I've seen Mount playing at his best. I know what he can do. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that he's the signing we needed, but at least I can say that I'm familiar. Now Onana, on the other hand, I know I have limited knowledge on him, right? But I will tell you that I watched him against Real Madrid, and I remember thinking to myself, this man is slightly all over the place. I think Jude Bellingham's goal, he was very far out of his box, and I didn't understand why. And I did not think it was good goalkeeping. However, I'm not going to judge him off one thing.
Yeah.
I just do. There's a lot going on for me with Onana in the goalkeeping area or in the 8. You know what I'm saying? I don't like a busy goalkeeper, bro. I don't like a goalkeeper.
Well, this is the thing. Part of the strategy of getting a goalkeeper like Onana is so that you can have a 12th man. You can have an additional player on field. So it's all about sort of finding the right way to make sure that when he comes out of the box, he gives you numerical advantage, and it's not about like just letting go of your goals. It's about actually creating more passing lanes and making sure that he can break through the lines whenever we're trying to be pressed, So that whole thing about like he shouldn't be what was he doing there? He was playing sweeper keeper. It's part of like we're trying to integrate that tactical play in our game. And it's unfortunate that Dalot was the person who part of that is like you have to really make sure you take care of the ball. You see, Man City, they have Edison, right? Edison played ball amazing with his feet, but he's been chipped over a few times. Last season, bro, there was like I think somebody from Southampton chipped him. I mean, even McTominay has chipped Edison, But you remember when we were playing him and McTominay scored, like it was just like, oh, what is this? But at the same time, it's like you have to find a way to like mitigate the threats or the chances where, when you lose possession, you concede an automatic goal. Because I know why you're concerned about this. There's a lot of technical specialists in the Premier League that will like, get a goal or, from long distance, from the halfway line. But at the same time, it's not just Onana, it's the team. We have to know that this is going to happen a few times this season, bro.
So I was about to say, right, I think part of my issue is might not be with Onana directly, right? Like maybe he's, I think it's too early for me to rule him out altogether, right? But what I do, unlike Edison, there's no solidity in front of that guy. And I believe a sweeper keeper requires a solid back four. Not every team will have a solid back four, okay, granted, but like I don't have like a 4-person combination in our team where I can be like, okay, if these guys are at full tilt, we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Martinez, very good defender, but still has room for improvement. Varane, keeping it 100, has always been a good supporting defender. Like he will defend well if the guy next to him is good at what he does. You know what I'm saying? He will support it. Our wing backs. Okay, I'll give Luke Shaw the benefit of the doubt. Okay. He's been consistent for some time, but I feel like on the right we don't have between Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. I think the reason why they keep switching, none of them give consistent good play every single or throughout the season. Like they get some patches when Wan-Bissaka now starts playing poorly, we put Dalot back. When Dalot starts playing, put Wan-Bissaka back. At least, okay, Luke Shaw, I'll say majority of the time, it's because he's injured. He's slightly consistent. Varane, Martinez, when they play at their best, which is most of the time, they're consistent. But I still don't think like our back four is not solid enough for like a sweeper keeper. I still think I wish we had like just a commanding center back. I wonder if we had like a commanding center back who can just run the show verbally, not just in his defense, but marshal the defense well. I believe Onana would be an asset. Right now, I have my doubts simply because of just what I know about our defense, and we haven't strengthened the defense either, which is like another, I wouldn't say concern, but like I feel like if you're gonna go the sweeper keeper route, you should then also look for a commanding center back. I don't know if there are many of them out there, but I believe there are players that could fulfill that role well if we looked and if we paid. And that's another thing that worries me. Why does it seem like we are scavenging for money, bro? Like, when did we become that team? Most successful commercial team in the world, and I swear it feels like we're fundraising. Can I say just me?
No. I mean, here's the thing. Let me like give you this context of it real quick. Before I do that, by the way, shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Poe, Joe, Blackman, shout out to you, Rob, never miss Rob. Nemesis Rob is like, who is speaking, please? And also, Joe is making fun of your pronunciation of Varane. I don't know how you said it, but should I share the link on the chat? Because I'm really curious about what Never Miss Rob says is all false. Is it what I said or what he said?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna post the link in the chat if anybody wants to like hop in or whatever and say something. R10, shout out to you for shooting in too. By the way, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. And feel free to call in. The link is right there in the chat. Anyway, so to answer your question about fundraising, we are actually now in a stage where we need to, because here's the thing. We've had, obviously, as we've mentioned, Onana, Mount, and Haaland, and we haven't really had any significant outgoings at all. And it seems like, obviously, this guy, Amrabat, is going to be in the horizon. And to answer your question about a ball-playing center-back, there's this guy called Todibo that he's a French guy that we're rumored with, and he might be the answer. By the way, shout out to my boy. Let me shout him out. Omo just joined. Omo.
Yo, what's up?
What's good, brother?
I'm out to disagree on what he said about the back four. I will have to disagree.
Go ahead.
Our back four are very solid. As in, Martinez is by far the best center back in the world right now. Varane is still Varane. I think he's still the Royce. I think he has a little decline when he plays with other center back, but that's about it. Shaw is still by far one of the best left back. I know people are gonna say that, oh, he has something to say, but you're looking at the GA. You're not watching the full 90 minutes. So I'm ignore that when people bring up the assist number. And Wan-Bissaka is by far one of the best defensive right back in the world. So apart on us on defense, I'm not worried about that. Us playing from the back, I'm not worried about that at all. It's the front three and the midfield is what I worry about. Can they get us goals? Because we consider the same amount of goals as Arsenal. I think the only people that scored more than last season that scored more than 4 goals against us was the Brentford game was 4 goals. The mancity game was 6 goals, and what's the other ones? The 7-0 from Liverpool.
Yeah,
those are the only times where people score more than 4 goals against us. And no other team score more than 3 goals against us. They either score 2 goals or 1 goal, and that's about it. So the back four, I'm not worried about. What I worry about is can the front three and the midfield provide goals? Because now with no Eriksen playing back there, we should be higher up the pitch. And I build up.
Well, I see what you're saying. I mean, even Paul agrees with you that the back four is fire right now. But Joe Blackman is asking the other pertinent question is, what if Varane gets injured? Injury-prone Varane, what are we going to do?
Lindelof? If Varane get injured, we have Lindelof there.
I don't want to see nothing about no Lindelof. Anyways,
it's going to be Lindelof.
Here's my counter argument. Okay. There's some validity in what you're saying about our back four, right? But here's my question to you. In those games where we didn't concede a lot, how many of them required superstar performance from De Gea? I think we are underestimating a lot of what that guy did in that equation of that back four. There were times when they were all over the place and De Gea pulled something out of it. Not even times, quite regularly. Is Onana giving us the same? Does Onana give us the same shot-stopping ability? I don't know him like that. Y'all can tell me.
His shot-stopping ability is not the same as De Gea. De Gea is superior. Well, Onana has his play from the back. Well, Onana, I expect us to have the ball more. Even though I like De Gea and I'm sad that he's gone, but with Onana, we have the ball more. We could relax with the ball. It's not like back then people are pressing us and we make mistakes and the score goes. That actually happened in this preseason. They press us and the score goes.
So isn't that a little bit though going with the argument earlier on that if we don't have with the current center backs, we still have problems building out from the back, right? That's what you're saying. Omo agrees with that statement, right?
Yes.
But then
Yeah,
also at the same time, our back four is good right now.
Yes, at the same time, because
Make it make sense, Omo.
Because look, I look at it as this: building from the back, we have Onana. Having Onana is a big upgrade from De Gea, building up from the back.
I agree with you on that one.
Our defensive line is solid. People barely have shot on target when we had on Varane and Martinez and Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. Teams were not having shot on target. Like there was, I think what match was it? It was a top. I think it was Barcelona. They had 0 shots on target.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
And Onana, like with David De Gea, team presses us and that De Gea kicked the ball out, and the opposition had the ball. Onana, you press us, you're not getting the ball. You're gonna get counterattack all day, and that happened recently in our preseason game. Was it? I forgot who we played against. That happened in our preseason game, the one where Rashford scored, and Garnacho had an amazing game. You press us, that's what's gonna happen.
Arsenal. I think it was the Arsenal game in the preseason game. Yeah. I mean,
if you press us, you will suffocate.
He definitely has shown signs, and especially you remember that last play right at the final whistle versus Dortmund when Onana just pinged the ball to Rashford, and Rashford didn't know what to do with it.
Rashford couldn't control it.
Yeah.
He did like a couple of times too. So now our striker need to watch the offside line and be able to control the ball. Because at any time, it could be a 4-on-2, it could be a 4-on-3. They gotta take their chances. Because we scored 58 goals last season, and Tottenham scored 70.
So Omo, for you, you're cool with the defenders that we have right now. If we don't have any incomings, we're good.
If Maguire goes, McTominay goes, if those two goes and they're bringing a defender, I would take it. It doesn't matter who the defender is. God knows it's going to be an upgrade on what we currently have. Because if we don't get a defender, Will Fish is going to be starting.
I hear you, brother. No, that makes sense.
And didn't sign John Evans for a 1-year didn't give him a 1-year contract.
How do you feel about that? Yeah. R10 pointed it out too, by the way. Are you excited? Does he?
Is it confirmed? It was confirmed. Like, it is what it is. At least it's better for Maguire.
I don't think
that
it's confirmed yet.
But if we have Evans, it's highly unlikely that they'll look for another central defender. Like, if that's legit. I think.
I thought Johnny Evans was just there to just like make Maguire get the picture that like, yo, bro, you know, you're not valued here. It was just, but I don't understand what he's doing there though. Like at the end of the day, it's like, he's got great experience, but the way we're trying to play, I don't know. Does he have pace? I maybe.
No, he doesn't have pace, but he has good passing.
It might be one of those homegrown player situations, man. We might be actually trying to cover that quota. Like, because in you need to have an X amount of home players. So we might actually be trying to cover that quota with this one. But it worries me that if like we've really signed Evans, it's highly likely that we did that because we suspect that there's a possibility that the transfer window might close without us getting another defender. Guys, I really think a lot of these defensive heroics came mainly from, or a huge contribution was De Gea saves, because a lot of times there was a lot of errors done where De Gea had to pull something magical. So I think that's underestimated. I think we underestimate how many times that actually happened last season. But I swear, if we sat down and looked at it, you will find that even like those few shots on target you're talking about, some of them should have been point blank goals. I really don't feel like we gave De Gea enough credit. I think his mistakes were super inflated, but like his contribution was understated. I mean, he won Golden Glove last season. That wasn't because we had a great defense. That's because that guy was doing great saves often.
No,
regularly.
I agree with you. Like, I mean, he did. I mean, the season prior, he actually had saved a lot of shots. You know, he was like even up there. But I don't think last season. I think there were other goalkeepers that had stopped a lot more shots than De Gea. By the way, I want to also welcome the homie himself, Joe Blackman. What's good, brother?
Yo, what's good, people?
Chilling, brother, chilling. We're chilling, just talking De Gea, talking Man United defense. Where are you with this conversation, brother?
Well, listen, I had to jump in. I've been listening from the beginning, yeah? Man looking like he's chilling up there in the corner, like he's laying down backwards with his camera in his face, yeah? I have to say one thing, yeah?
Yes,
De Gea was good. Yes, listen, I'm a big De Gea fan, innit? Big fan, yeah? I was the kind of guy that was like, you can't sell De Gea. How dare they sell De Gea without giving him a testimony? All this kind of shit I was talking, yeah? But one thing I will have to say, the defense that was around De Gea at the time that when all the mistakes were being made was the Maguire, was the Lindelof, was all of them, man, innit? It was the panicky defense that we weren't sure about, yeah?
Yes.
The new defense that we have with Martinez and Varane and Wan-Bissaka, who's now playing to his full potential and getting better every day, is the defense that we need for Onana, I think, to be honest. Yeah, you got the sure thing with Varane. You got the quick, decisive person with Martinez, who knows how to make a pass, who knows how to handle the pressure. These are the kind of people that you need for Onana to be able to play progressive football. Remember, Onana, who was Onana cussing at when he got lobbed the first time? Or cussing at when they made a bad pass? Maguire. Do you get what I'm saying? These are the people who was cussing at. Yeah. So I think going into next season, look, I trust in Ten Hag, innit? Like, wholeheartedly trust Ten Hag. Boom, you see him there? Yes. Listen, when I tell you Ten Hag is going to show us something this season, I don't want to start making mad predictions, but yo, Pappy, if you make a prediction show, I'm going to say a madness. Yeah. I'm going to say a madness. Yeah. I'm going to say, no, I'll wait for the show, innit? I'll wait for the show, but I will say a madness when it comes to Man United predictions, because you know what? I don't think we need too much more to be challenging, bro. That's what I think. Yeah? I don't think so. Listen, look how we did with the trash we had last season, yeah? The standout performances were only about 6 players. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, 6 core players that were doing goodness, yeah? And now we've got another 4 or 5 coming in, yeah? Boy, let's see what we can do next season, innit? Like my man said, I would like to have showed up one more defender, and if Maguire and McTominay go, we should see another defender come in. And if that happens, we're pushing for something this season, boy. We're pushing. I don't want to say nothing too mad, but we're pushing for something big this season.
So, what? Title charge or no title charge?
I will wait for your show.
I'm gonna say right after chess, we're winning the league. Listen, I'm gonna say right now, we're winning the league and Chelsea's in top 4.
Oh Lord!
Listen, Chelsea in top 4, Manchester United winning the league. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hey.
Compose says we're finishing second. I think second is more where it's gonna be realistic.
Yeah, no. But listen, if we're finishing second, that means we should be challenging for that title, though. No, simple title challenge, then, innit? If we finish second, we should be title challenging. I don't want one of them second places where we're just trying to beat Arsenal or just trying to beat whoever's in second place to second place. Yeah, we shouldn't be third trying to get to second place. We should be second place trying to get to first. That's what I think this season.
Challenging, Joe, and winning the league is two different events, 2 different things.
Well, no. If listen, Arsenal. So what did Arsenal do What did Arsenal do last season? What would you call it? What would you call they did? Obviously, they didn't win the league.
They did a bottle job. That's what they did.
They did a bottle job, innit? Yeah. But you know what I'm saying to you? Listen, even if we have a bad start, yeah, I want to see us swapping places first and second at least once this season. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I should see us swap first and second at least once this season. And I'm not talking about first, second, third games. Yeah, because obviously anybody can be first after the first, second, and third games. Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. This is a big declaration, brother. Big statement. Shout out to, by the way, Jarvis as well. They just tuned in. Shout out to you, brother. Let's bring it to the transfer talk for a second. I'm just curious, most of us here have played Football Manager before, so let's talk about the outgoings and actually really see, because it feels like until we get a few significant outgoings, we can get Amrabat in, we cannot get Todibo in. That's the latest center back that we're rumored with right now. So I'm just curious what the valuation. We had a valuation conversation yesterday about McTominay and Maguire, right? West Ham came through with a 60 million bid, and then Man United were like, nah, go back to the drawing board. So from all you three guys, I'm curious, and everybody too that's tuned in, how do you value these players? McTominay, Maguire, Henderson, Fred, and Donny. Let's start with McTominay. What's the value for McTominay for you, Joe? Let's start with Joe.
McTominay.
Yeah.
Valuation in terms of money. Okay, let me see.
Money. To give you a little bit more context, it was 60 million for McTominay and Maguire. They were trying to do a buy one get one free type situation.
Nah. Honestly, 60 mil is a little low still. Yeah, if they said 70, I would say take it, because you could say, look, yeah, I would say 40 for McTominay, innit?
Okay.
Yeah, and 30 for Maguire. But that's McTominay 30 to 40 for Maguire, for McTominay, yeah. So 35 to 40, yeah. That's what my evaluation of him is, 35 to 40 for McTominay. So I understand why Man United are pushing for a little bit more still.
Omo?
He's 30. He's 30 for me.
30.
25, 30. He's 26 years old. He's not that good. What are we doing here? You're not good.
30. Come on. Okay, what about you?
He's not good. It's not about making good. Trying to make money from him. He's not a good footballer.
But you've got to look in comparison to other players, bro. We're undervaluing our players, bro.
Question. Okay, Omo. Conor Gallagher or McTominay, who's better?
Conor Gallagher. I'll take Conor Gallagher. He's 23 years old. What are we doing here?
West Ham bid 40 mil for Conor Gallagher, right? McTominay, here's the thing. The thing that you're saying about McTominay is not old. He's just reaching his prime right now. He's a homegrown academy player, pure profit, from he's a carrot that grown in the backyard. Now we can put it on the market and make some pure profit, right? 26 years old. He brings a wealth of experience, over 200 performances for Man United. And then Conor Gallagher was 40 mil. West Ham made a 40 million bid for Conor Gallagher. You want to say that McTominay is less than 40?
Yes.
3 years difference. McTominay's 26. What are you going to get from him? At this country, for country, he plays center back / striker. At club, he plays center midfielder of the DM 6-role. He can't even do that correctly. His role is a box-to-box player. He ain't not good at that. He's scared of the ball. I am paying 30 for him. Take it or leave it. And you don't want that. I'll use that same amount for Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher is 23 years old. You could mold him to the player you want him to be.
That's fine.
He's 33.
I get Conor Gallagher.
What you want.
I get Conor Gallagher, but what about Declan Rice? How much did Arsenal just buy him for? Over 100 mil. Exactly. 105.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Who scored more goals? Who scored more goals last season? McTominay scored more goals than Declan Rice last season. Yeah. He's also homegrown. He counts. Listen, I'm chilling with anything that makes me get more money, fam. Why am I not getting as much? Listen, I'm not saying that I want the same amount of money as Declan Rice, because Declan Rice is good in other areas, right? But what I'm telling you is, as a pressing midfielder that can also carry the ball and take shots. We've seen what McTominay can do when he's unleashed, when he's actually done something good, innit? Yeah. He might not get as much time. Declan Rice played almost every game of the season last season, yeah? It wasn't the same for McTominay. If McTominay's in somewhere where he can perform as much as he wants to perform, why can't we get 40 million, 35 million for him? Give me 5 more mil. I'm telling you right now, you just got 105 mil for Declan Rice. Give me some of that P. Don't talk crap to me. I need some of that money, fam. Nah. Yeah. At the end of the day, nah. Don't undervalue my players just because they're not playing. Yeah, nah. Sorry.
Let me ask.
English, and he counts as an English national. He counts as an English national on their books.
Go ahead and ask. Because we know they got bread from Declan Rice, or are we selling the player on merit? Because if we're selling the player, if we're talking about player valuation, I don't think McTominay has done enough for 35-40. I think 30 is a fair price, but anything beyond that, we are just extorting. Just like Declan Rice Arsenal was extorted by West Ham for Declan Rice. There's no way in any universe that guy's worth 105 million.
So if everybody else is doing it, why should we be the humble ones though? Why are we the pussy-elves to say, oh yeah, let's take the shit money? Why should we be the wise?
The question was, what do we think McTominay is valued at? Not what should we exploit other teams for? As a player, what should we be realistically looking for a player like McTominay? I don't think that guy is worth more than 30.
Okay, Mr. Joe, I got a question. Will you buy McTominay for 30?
Would I buy McTominay for 30? Would I buy him for it?
Exactly.
Listen. There's a difference between, you know, that when you go to a pawn shop, fam. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't buy it for the price you're gonna sell it for, do you? All right then. All right then. Yes. When you go, listen, you do not. If I'm a pawn shop, fam, I do not buy something that I'm going to sell it for. Yeah. Right. So no, maybe I wouldn't, but I'm selling them for that, fam, because guess what? Yeah, I can add valuation on him because guess what? Yeah, 1, he's a starter in his national team. Yeah, 2, he's an he's a British international player, homegrown. Yeah, academy player, starter, right? And also, any players that are just British, they go for a higher price in the Premier League. Yeah, simple. I don't understand why we're always being the ones that listen. For one thing, I don't like about Man United, yeah, is that we don't sell players enough. Number 1, yeah, we don't sell enough of our players. We've got a lot of dead weight on our books, yeah. If I understand that you might want to get rid of him, yeah, because I'm one that's like, look, when we move on to the next people that we're talking about, I will tell you my valuation of them. But I think Scott McTominay,
who's valued more, McTominay or Maguire?
Maguire is trash.
Hold up, McTominay part. We're trying to get Amrabat as soon as possible. Sell him and get the Amrabat so we know what we're working with. Because right now we're just delaying the Amrabat deal because somebody got to go. Is that a Fred or Maguire? Somebody has to go for Amrabat, and we still holding on. Amrabat not coming in.
True.
Let me state why Maguire is a bit different. Here's the real reason why we need to get rid of Maguire at any price. We need to get rid of Maguire.
25.
We don't need to bargain. You should actually look for the lowest possible, whatever price anybody's willing to pay for Maguire, we should accept, because unlike McTominay, Maguire commands a high wage bill, and that's also killing us. So he we don't need to bargain with him. Whatever someone is willing to pay, he should go.
You should be dropping a sound effect for this guy right now, Papi. Yes, guys, talking true, fam. We talking.
Tom probably doesn't cost us as much in wages, so we should probably try and maximize as much as we can for him. But Maguire just needs to go because he's problems.
I'll do it so Joe doesn't do it.
I agree. I agree 100%. Whatever he said, I agree 100%. He get paid 190 a week, and with Champions League, that's going to 2 something a week for Harry Maguire. He's not even a starter. He was centre back. He's not first choice. He's not second choice. Look at the people in front of him. He had Alexander in front of him. Luke Shaw in front of him. Varane, Lindelof, Casemiro in front of him. He has 5 people in front of him. He has 5 people. He get paid 200 plus a week. Please, any amount, just take him. He's a bargain. They say they come with 2 mil. Take him. He's a bargain. Just get him off our books. Get him off our books.
Honestly,
he has 2 more years on his contract.
Here's the thing. West Ham. Let me before you say that, Joe. Let me just read this quote from Melissa Reddy from like 19 hours ago. West Ham with a 30 mil bid from Harry Maguire. Right. Manchester United value him around 40 mil, but a compromise circa 35 mil could seal the deal. United content with keeping him, but don't want to be obstructive to the defender getting regular minutes elsewhere if they receive a decent fee. That sounds like good business people in my opinion. I think like you shouldn't budge. You have to 35 would be a good amount, right?
Wait, hold up.
So
I think I know what's going on. They want those. They want that Declan Rice money. This is what greediness bring you. You want the Declan Rice money. And now last time they don't even need a center back. All they sold was Declan Rice and Skamaka. Those are the only two I know they sold. So they sold a center midfielder, a DM, and a striker. Maguire is not needed. They could just say, okay, you people want us to make us for Maguire money? Okay, no deal. They could just say no deal, and I hope they say no deal. The Martin need to go.
I mean, you know.
You hope who say no deal? 1 second. Who do you hope say no deal?
He's Southgate's son, says Richard. Let me go to Compo's comment. Compo said, we need to trim the squad. It's more important to get wages off and money in order to get upgrades. Take the hit. Why is eriktenhag suffering for previous mistakes? Yeah. In a way, you can look at it that way, but at the same time, we need to make sure that we paid a lot for this guy. We paid a lot for Maguire. So you know, let's try and make a little bit of some from it. You know, according to Fabrizio,
that's where we're all wrong. We don't need to worry about all that. Sometimes it's okay to accept that you've made a mistake and move on. Man United is perfectly capable of keeping that guy. Ask Phil Jones. You don't want a Phil Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Just let him go. Let's just take the L. We bought Maguire when he was just okay. He came and became trash for us. Just let him go, bro. Whatever West Ham is willing to pay, let's accept it. I don't want it to come at the expense of McTominay. Maybe there's an argument to be made for McTominay. He's still young. He's in arguably prime midfield years. His best years could still be to come. Maybe let's try and maximize there. But Maguire is finished. Maguire is done.
All right.
The better.
That's Maguire. Omo, there's this guy who's burnt bridges called Henderson. He's a goalkeeper.
You see another player. He's on 100K a week. Any amounts, I'll take it. As a third choice center goalkeeper, even fourth choice, any amount, I'll take it. Just let him go. 5 mil deal.
For 5 mil? Oh,
he's on 100K a week. Ain't not gonna start. Did he play this preseason? I don't think he did. I think he played the first game.
Ash, I will lie, but with Henderson, I think we need to try and maximize because English goalkeeper, not the trashiest if we should keep it 100. It's just unfortunate that he left with verbals, but like if he just like gone on loan like a normal player without like interviews and comments, I would be like, hey, you know what? Maybe we was selling him short. I never actually thought Henderson was that bad. Like I wish he was just willing to compete. His lack of ability to compete was upsetting because he was nowhere near as good as De Gea. He shouldn't speak like he was on his level, but he wasn't even willing to like try. That is my only issue with Henderson. But I think if we're gonna get money for that guy, he's the guy we need to be like, oh no, this guy is not bad. He didn't even play that bad for Forest, right? He was at Forest last season. Yeah. He had some pretty good games for Forest, penalty saves. There was a lot going on there. I think out of all of that list of garbage that we've been discussing, he is probably the least garbage of them all. Like, if really now we're looking to maximize funds, that is the guy who we can be like, nope, here
it's all his fault.
50, 60, that's it. Yeah. And I think
this is Ollie's fault.
The clubs would be willing to pay.
This is definitely Ollie's fault that we're in this situation with Henderson. Yeah, definitely Ollie's fault.
How so?
Because if Ollie didn't offer him $100,000 a week, yeah, because he wasn't on that before. Yeah, he was at loan at Forest before that. Sorry, not Forest. At what was that team that came up and went back down? Sheffield, wasn't it? Yeah,
Sheffield, no.
yeah.
Yeah, but he also
So
played
he
well
went.
there,
He
though.
was. No, he played well there as a shot stopper. He's a good shot stopper, right? We don't really know how he is with his feet. We've not really seen him play out of teams that like to play out of the back, yeah. So we don't
Good
know
at
what he's like with his feet. But he's a decent shot stopper still, yeah. Because when he came up with Sheffield, he had a lot of shots licked at him, and he did well. Yeah, he did well.
Yeah.
That's what really got the attention, you know, because he was stopping more shots than De Gea was stopping at the time, and people was questioning if he could be better than De Gea. Right now, when it comes to this situation now, bro, like you're saying, with a team that has more of the ball and it's not always having shots licked at them, how can he handle that? Is he always going to be fresh? You know, goalkeepers have to be alert and stay fresh, yeah, to be ready for when anything comes. Now, for me, Henderson was put in a position where he was made to feel better than he was by Ollie. Yeah, because Ollie was just a yes man, and I never stopped saying that. Ollie was just a yes man that would say yes to everybody. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, you want to stay? Yes, yes. I want to keep you. Yes, yes, yes. I don't want you to go. He didn't want to sell nobody. He didn't want to upset the apple cart. He didn't want to make nobody feel bad. Yeah, that's Ollie. Yeah. So he just kept saying yes to everybody. No, of course you're good. Listen, I'm gonna play you. I'm gonna play you, and I'm gonna play De Gea. You know what I mean? Like, and then when one got injured, one got played. When one had the baby, the other one got paid. You get me? He just kept on doing whatever he wanted to do. This guy, he was just not reliable when it comes to.
Also, I remember a certain game. I think during the FA Cup, only in Henderson to play certain games before the match came up. Like, bro, you don't do that as a manager, as a coach. You can't just say, "Oh, you're gonna play certain games" before the match even came up. Like, it made zero sense at all. And also when ETH came in, Henderson said, "Oh, I want to leave. I don't want to see manager see me play." Man, you talk too much. You talk too much. He was doing mad interviews for no reason after he left too. For no reason.
That's what I'm saying, verbals, but too many
talk too
comments publicly, we don't need all of that, but as a professional player, you got grievances, you express them at your club, not on Sky Sports News, but fuck that. That is where I have a problem with that.
Like how the American news lady said, shut up and dribble. Like, you know, this guy, it makes no sense at all.
Anyway, that's Ollie saying yes to the crowd. He's saying yes to everybody. Thumbs up, all good, says Poe. Hey man, that's crazy. Okay, so moving on to Donny van de Beek then. So I think nobody said Henderson is worth more than 5, right? We said 5 mil.
Nah, I disagreed.
No, he said that he should have a lot of money for Henderson.
I think we should maximize for him. Yeah, I think he has more to offer other clubs than some of these other.
Honestly, players. I think Donny's the one we should be talking about like that, because I feel like we once again Ollie ruined Donny for no reason. Donny was linked to go to Real Madrid, and we snatched him. He could be in Real Madrid right now, but we snatched him for what reason? Yeah, to do what? What has he? Ollie didn't even like him.
5 minutes.
I'm gonna put this one out here, man. I don't think we should actually sell him. I don't think he's been given enough of a chance for us to be like, he needs to go. I would argue that I'd maybe give him a chance first before declaring like he needs to go. Also, Ten Hag knows this guy, but I think if there's anybody who's gonna get the best out of Donny, it'll be 10. That's what I think. Like, I wouldn't be quick to say he has to go. If like a club comes with a good offer, we can accept it simply because it's a good offer, not necessarily that we need to get rid. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Well, I said this on KG show, you know. Oh, sorry, go on, you first.
No, I was gonna say my thing with Donny is like he was a board signing. I don't think Ole wanted him at all. The board's signing. Because at that time, we got so far to the Champions League semis. Then Chelsea was buying Ziyech, De Ligt left, Frankie de Jong left. So, man, you had to do something, and we bought Frankie van de Beek. And Ole were like, I don't need him. Didn't play him at all. Didn't trust him. Like, put you for certain game and we're like, yo, Van de Beek will work here. We're like, nah, that man like McFred down our throat till he got fired.
Yeah. With Donny, he's an enigma to me because I thought if there was somebody, that could get a tune out of him, is Ten Hag. But it's been unfortunate with him. Like every time he's had a little bit of a glimpse of like, being in the lineup, there's an injury that comes and messes up his momentum. Because his whole thing too is like Donny never really got the chance to build momentum. I can't remember like 4 games or 5 games where Donny is playing back to back, and we never got to see anything like what he really can offer. And we're not playing the type of football that he excels in. I feel like somebody once talked about him, not saying that they were the same player, but he's a positional high football IQ type of player. He's got the same movement as like, say, Thomas Muller. He just knows how to sniff spaces and knows how to like know what to do with the touch. It's always just like his technique is so good. I mean, that goal that he scored in preseason is a testament to that. The boy has never really, there were some Man United fans like, whoa, just like, hold on. Was that Donny that's in his skill set? We can't act like that goal like we knew that Donny can do that all the time, So we really never got a chance to really see what he can offer. And I agree, like, at Everton, right, he was the first 4 games that he played and he was like arguably man of the match. And then the injury came and that pretty much just messed up his loan spell at Everton. So he may have some sort of bad luck following him or something. But at the end of the day,
during ETA season, he was playing well, then he got injured. He was playing well,
yeah,
then he got injured.
I also think that. Like that just before he got injured, it seemed like he was gonna be a decent member of the squad at least. So I would say we not rushed to get rid of him. I would say let's give him at least a full season where he's given a chance to play on merit. If like we get a lot of injuries, especially in our midfield. So I think there's space for him. I'd be more inclined to say, let's keep him one more season. He had a very bad injury last season. So I don't think he got... I'm not going to count the Ole years because, Ole was just a joke. So I'll say with Ten Hag, I don't think he got the chance due to injury. I believe we should give him a chance. I also think if there's anybody who's going to get, because if Ten Hag got the best out of garbage like Fred, I believe Donny van de Beek is a better player than Fred generally. So I think if there's anyone who can get the best out of that guy, it will be Ten Hag. So I would argue that maybe let's keep him, not be so quick to get rid of him. Because we also need like squad depth, man. Like with quality. Not just the squad depth we have right now is just players. Like, there are a lot of guys who are in our team who probably wouldn't start at other teams, but like us that are considered value. Like we don't have a squad of, I don't say we don't have a 22. Like now for me, if you have squad depth, you have to have at least 2 players in every position to be like, yeah, okay, you can compete at a high level. So we don't really have that. So I would say that for me, I think there's more potential in Donny being a top-class player if given the proper opportunity than a Fred or a McTom. So I would maybe say one more season. If like the whole season goes and he's getting chances but not maximizing. Because another thing is that the one thing I liked about Fred, and I'm not a Fred fan, but the one thing I liked about him is that when he was on the pitch, he gave 100%. Like you could tell, like this is a guy like trying to fight for a position in the squad. It's just, for me, he's just not a good player. So it just wouldn't work out for him. But I could at least see with Fred that, okay, he's not concerned that he hasn't played for 5 games in a row and now he's being brought in the 20th minute. You would see that, okay, this is someone who's here to fight for his position. So I need like more players like that. Donny, the problem I have with him is that when he gets on the pitch, it always seems to me like he's like, oh yeah, I'm playing now, but I'm not going to play again. And like it reflects in his performance. That's what I think. I don't know if he's like that. I don't know if that's his situation, but I don't think he's been given enough of a chance for me to be like, nah, he has to go. Like I would give him a chance.
One thing that just sprang to my mind though, was, do you honestly think that we're gonna be able to sell all those players? I just thought about it. Yeah, like Donny, Fred, McTominay.
Yeah, that's
who else did we say? Maguire. Who was the other two?
Henderson
and someone else.
And possibly Williams as well.
No, someone else before that.
Who else did we talk about? I think it was McTominay, Maguire.
Okay, no, that's it actually. Yeah. But even, do you think, as a Man United fan, right? Do you honestly think we're gonna sell all these players though? So you know what he's saying, yeah? Sorry, bro. What's your name? Sorry.
Nice the kid.
Nice the kid. Nice.
The kid. Well, listen, yeah, nice. I'm gonna call you nice, yeah. Listen, yeah.
No doubt.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't think we will sell all those players, yeah. Donny, McTominay, and Fred, yeah. Fred looks like he's already gone, yeah. McTominay is a if but and a maybe, yeah. And Donny looks like he's more likely to go with the McTominay right now. So you know what, yeah? With those three, out of them three, I think I would rather keep Donny, like you were saying, yeah, as a midfield backup option if anything happens. You know what I mean? Because I think he does offer more potential, and I think you're correct with that still. So, but
yeah, I can see that as well on the selling players. We're not really good at that. That's not our thing. Like getting rid of players.
If we sell all those players, I'm just putting it all down to Ten Hag, bruv. Yeah, because even the way we've been moving this season in terms of signing players, that's still Ten Hag. Yeah, even Haaland.
One player we've gotten rid of is Elanga too. By the way, in terms of talking about all the outgoings that we've had. Yeah. So yeah, it's all credit to Ten Hag. It seems like this transfer window has been a little bit more of a focused, intentional, and there's a little bit of a pattern too that we're seeing. And Man United is. I feel like we need to just get the other two signings done, and then we'll be in a better place. By the way, also the other thing that I want us to respond to before we end today's stream is, there's a lot of things that you could put in the I don't think that will ever happen category. Like say Johnny Evans coming back to Man United, and now this time around we saw Roy Keane in a Man United shirt. The third kit has been released, and look at how it looks, by the way. I want to get your reactions, Joe and Nice the Kid. That's Roy Keane right there.
Yeah, I saw it. Still, it looks cold. I like it. It's simple. It's classic. It's look. Hey, it looks like it's an old school kit. Yeah.
Right. Oh, word. Here's the thing. My reaction, actually, before I share my reaction, I want to hear also Nice the Kid's take on it first before I say what I'm going to say about it.
Hey, I'm a little bit uncomfortable, man. It looks Liverpoolish, man. I don't know if it's just me. I looked at it first. I was like, yo, man, is this man sending shots? But is he wearing a Liverpool tee? And I had to look at the logo.
Yeah,
like it's mad Liverpoolish to me, bro.
Too. Yeah, bro. But
it's because you ain't got the badge thing around it. That's all, man. It used to be like that, though.
Like I don't know, man. I don't know about this one, man. It's making me mad uncomfortable, man. It's making me mad uncomfortable.
I know. But like you can wear like some nice like white sneakers with it, or like some that's got some red with it or whatever. But at the same time,
it's drip, no doubt. It's drip, no doubt. But I just feel it feels Liverpoolish, man.
It's too recent,
It's awfully close, man. It's awfully close.
It should have been the second kid, says Arteta.
I never saw it until you said it.
Gosh, really? That's the first thing that came to mind. I was like, what the hell? This nigga wearing a Liverpool shirt.
Honestly, I never saw it until you said it, but it kind of does.
Thanks. You literally took the words out of my mouth, bro. I was gonna say the exact same thing. The first thing I was like, this dude is sending shots. Wait, what is Roy Keane doing with like a Liverpool TV or whatever? What's going on? but everybody, Richard says this is a Manchester United shirt. End of story. Period. Yo,
right.
Full stop. Right, yo. Talking about full stop, we've come to the full stop part of the show, guys. I want to just thank you, Joe. Thank Omo also, who was in here with us and had to leave. Also, Omo said we forgot to talk about Bailly and Martial. My goodness, we really have to get some outgoings going on at Man United. But it feels like this is the week when things will be happening. So big up to you for tuning in. Big up to you for hitting the like button and the notification bell and subscribing and all that jazz. We are out of here. Peace, guys.